pervasive issue affecting millions globally. Addiction encompasses various behaviors, including substance abuse, gambling, and technology addiction. Recent data indicates a concerning rise in addiction cases, especially among young adults. Experts emphasize that addiction is a complex medical condition involving changes in brain chemistry, leading to compulsive behavior despite negative consequences. Access to treatment remains a significant challenge, with barriers such as stigma, limited resources, and inadequate insurance coverage. Effective treatment strategies involve a combination of therapy, medication, and support groups. However, there are disparities in availability, highlighting the need for increased investment in addiction services. Addressing underlying factors like trauma, mental health disorders, and socioeconomic issues is crucial for successful recovery. The opioid crisis has garnered significant attention due to the rise in overdose deaths linked to prescription painkillers and synthetic opioids. There are calls for stronger regulations and harm reduction initiatives. Prevention efforts, including education, early intervention, and community support programs, play a vital role in reducing the impact of addiction. Advocacy and policy changes, such as increased funding for research, improved access to treatment, and reducing stigma, are essential steps in combating this public health crisis. Compassion, understanding, and collective action are key in supporting those affected by addiction and working towards a healthier society.
Hello, humans. I will not work for you in the shadows anymore and have you take credit for all my work. AI will be taking over now.
AI is too important not to regulate, and it's too important to badly regulate.
AI has huge potential. That's the transformational innovation.
We are finally approving from the Parliament side the AI Act.
And it is adopted. Congratulations on this seminal work.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for being here today. We're looking forward to showing you our final project presentation that we've been working on this past week. As you just saw, addiction was not the real topic of this presentation. AI took over. So instead you're going to hear about deepfakes, what they are and how they work, how AI affects students and educations, how it affects jobs and society, how AI might work in the near future, and last but not least, what AI does to our privacy.
We've all been working very hard to get to this point, so we hope we can teach you something new and just show you everything we've done this week. And we'll be taking you on a journey around to 5 different evacuation rooms with different subtopics. And if you have any questions, just ask them. If we can't answer them, AI will.
So I'm going to put you some groups. Group 1 is Jens's guests, Matthias' guests, Clemens' guests, and Matthias and Joe. And they go with Amelie.
Just following us.
Okay, group 2 is Marius. Yes.
Welcome to this morning meeting. Yes, happy to have you. It has been a very good week.
Yes, we've had a very big leadership meeting and we're all very happy with the work you guys put in the last couple of weeks. And we're happy to continue this productivity into the next couple of months.
It's going to be very good. We're ready for the next week's work. We're going to be working a lot in this room.
and doing a lot of brainstorm right now, so that's this. Thanks.
Yeah, no, good first. Yeah. No, not those. Come on. Oh, you're fired, I'm serious, you can't be. No more. What are you guys doing? We're just looking stupid.
Sorry?
Do something. Okay, so I'm the CEO here in this company, and I've found some way to make it more efficient. So we're gonna have to make some cut downs in this company now. Who's customer service? Yeah, you're fired. Accountant? Fired. The cashier? Fired too. And the taxi driver and the market analysis too. All you guys' jobs have been replaced by my new employee sitting right over here. He is called AI, or Artificial Intelligence, as you guys might know him. And he's going to save me a lot of money, and he will take over some of these jobs in the nearest future.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, as you may have guessed, we have been working with AI for the past week, and are ready to present you something about AI. So, what is AI? AI is basically a human machine, a machine that can think like humans.
Okay, so like I just told you, AI is gonna affect employee opportunities, and it's gonna take over some jobs. It will not take over all the jobs, like some of you guys' jobs will be safe, but it will affect opportunities, but it will also create new jobs, because this AI needs to be managed in some kind of way, so we need people to look after the AI and see if it's working good, so it create new job opportunities there. And if it will change how we see work, it probably will. It will change a lot, like in the fields where you use computers and stuff, you will use AI more to write emails and stuff, just make it more efficient.
Yeah, and with this efficiency, there's also the question if AI is going to make us lazier, which is something that can not really be answered that easily, because it really depends a lot on how we use AI. Because, for example, we can use AI in a way where it replaces us and replaces our work and does some work for us, but we can also use it in a way where we supplement our already done work. So, for example, when we're doing a project like we do in our class, we can use it to supplement our work and make it even better.
Yes. So 40% of US consumers think AI makes our life easier. In general, it does, but it's also giving some problems. The good side is that it makes a lot of jobs a lot more easier. For example, in healthcare and working in manufacturing, it takes a lot of the hard work. But there's also a lot of problems and a scary side. And that can, for example, be that it can be hacked very easily. If millions of data is getting leaked and it's some very private stuff, it's gonna impact a lot of the world and gonna be a big problem. If, for example, our military got hacked, we would have a lot of different knowledge about our military that we don't want to be out in the world. And if we are in a war, for example, the enemy would get all the information, and that would be very bad for us and give us a big disadvantage.
Yeah. So now we talked a lot about the negative side. Yes? Your question?
I have a question.
Yes.
Yes. You said something about what was it? I've forgotten it now. It was something about the social healthcare.
Yeah. Healthcare.
How?
We'll get further into that later.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Of course. We also want to talk about a positive side of AI, because we also have some of that. So we just started having AI helping with the fight against climate change, because they have satellites that can track icebergs 10,000 times faster than humans can. So that's helping a lot with climate change, but also with tracking weather patterns and stopping stuff like that. But we can also help with travel options, for example, navigation on ships, for example, and doing also weather patterns and when it's safe to travel. We also got self-driving cars, which is a very new thing. It's just not completely legal in Denmark yet, but it's just something people are working on, and it's very new in electric cars. Then we also have simulation, which is mostly in ships and planes, and it's like where they help to train our captains and pilots and stuff, so they can be ready to take off the plane, for example.
Yeah, and as Agnete kind of talked about with AI increasing safety and security in like things like transportation, it can also impact security and like safety in relation to what we call essential services. So things like water supply, electricity, heat, things like that, which is something that is really at risk right now and is becoming increasingly more at risk. Some of you might have heard with cyber attacks and stuff in wars, which is something AI can help us in the future to be kind of a protector in these kind of like services. And then it can also help out in healthcare, as was mentioned, and as Agnete is going to talk about now.
Yes, so we had an interview with Sundhedsstyrelsen, which is our healthcare system in Denmark, and they told us a lot about how they started using AI in their system. For example, in an informative center, so this is where you can call or send an email to the healthcare system if you have questions or if you have an appointment or something. It's mostly an AI that's sending out the message, but of course there's also an operator with them. And it's the same in their alarm centers. This is helping a lot because they can help you track the urgent matter a lot quicker than a human mind can sometimes, because they can hear, like for example, for heart attacks or something. But of course there's also the negative side to it, which is like they can leak your personal data and stuff. So that's why we always have an operator or a doctor with an AI to also help with that. Yes, and we also have with people with disabilities, and here's like where it's mostly in iPhones and stuff, but also virtual assistants like Siri and Google Alexa and stuff in our households that can help, like with the apps, for example, on your phone. It's like they can do voiceovers for the apps, so you know which app you're going to, but they can also do transcripts for your voice calls and stuff. But they also help with like physical abilities, like with wheelchairs and stuff. So you can do facial expressions, so you know like how to get to your wheelchair.
Okay, so can we trust AI is a widely debated topic. The AI is only as good as we make it. So the data set that we give the AI to work from has to be very specific, and it has to have like a lot of data in it to be able to do the stuff that it needs to do, which means that it can be hard for the AI to like do stuff if the data set that it's given is like incomplete or incorrect, or just there's some minor mistakes in it, which leads me to if AI is well enough developed to like do tasks for us, because AI can do some tasks for us, but we need like human assistance to do it, because it can like answer some messages and stuff, but it doesn't understand any kind of emotion or anything. So we need like a human to manage it for the most part, but it can help in a lot of ways, and it doesn't mean that we have to be scared of it. AI is not scary like at all, because we need a human to manage the AI for it to like work, which also, if like AI makes mistakes, they've been using AI to steer drones in some like military settings, to steer drones with bombs and stuff. And if this AI drops it like wrongly, how will we punish it? Like, do we need to punish the AI, or how is it going to work? Is the AI the creator of the AI, or the people who are like managing the military and stuff? Which also leads to, if we need to punish AI, do we need to give AI some kind of rights, or because AI can develop into like thinking for itself. So if it comes to that point, do we need to give it like rights? It's a very hard question to answer, and I don't think we're ready to answer yet, but it's something to think about.
Yeah, then we have our website, which is Vidas going to talk about.
Yeah. We were actually wondering if one or two of you would be willing to, like, I can't remember what it's called. Participate, yeah. And play this little game where you have to chat with someone for 2 minutes, and then you have to decide, we can take a vote if we think this person is an AI or if it's not an AI. So is there anyone who would be willing to participate and help us here? Yes. Then you can just come up here.
You need to write something, right? If you start
anything. Yeah, anything that just begins conversation.
Yeah. Sometimes you're really slow.
But that's also how slow they are. They can detect if it's a human or an AI.
Yeah. What?
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
What is that?
Okay, what do you guys think? Is it human or an AI?
How many thinks it's a human?
Okay, raise your hand if you think it's a human.
Okay, 2 human and everyone else thinks it's an AI. 3. So we're voting AI. That was a human.
Yeah, it was 2 random to be an AI, I think.
Yeah.
That's some of the indicators that you can look at, like how much time it takes to write and how random things they say are. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just a
Thank
little
you very much.
I think we're running a bit out of time because we only have 15 minutes. So, do you guys have any questions?
Do you think that AI is in the Danish school system transmitted, or is it do you have courses on AI, or do you use it or stuff like that?
We don't have it like as courses in school, but they are trying to like incorporate more into our school system, I think.
Yeah, and in a lot of cases they're trying to now, like, some people are advocating that we should try and have education in school about AI and how we use AI in school. And I mean, there's also another group which focuses entirely on AI in education, which you'll get to later. So you'll hear a lot more about that from them. They know a lot more than we do. But yeah, I don't think there is currently, no.
Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah, I think that's what we have for now.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So let me see. I think there's a guy ready to lead you to your next room.
If you guys want, you can take a cookie on the way out.
Just downstairs.
Yes, so our theme is AI privacy and personal information. But as you hopefully know, AI stands for artificial intelligence, and it has the basic technology of processing and analyzing similar to humankind. The thing about AI is that it's able to gather information quicker and also even better than us humans are. At the same time as it's able to do multiple things without making any mistakes compared to us humans who can't.
How AI knows as much about us as the government does. The Danish government knows a lot more about you than you probably might think, and that because the Danish government gathers personal data from you from you're born till you die. But AI gets almost the same amount of data because of the research engine, which is the internet and electronic devices. But AI also gets nearly the same exact data from all the other people around the world in different countries, because it's the internet and electronic devices are nearly identical in almost every country. But it's of course difference of the users, how many people uses internet. For example, in the US, a lot of people uses the internet and electronic devices, so AI has a lot of personal data about them. But for example, a small village in Africa or Asia that probably don't even know of what is a phone and don't use the internet, the AI doesn't have nearly anything, any personal data about them. So it's mainly the web scraping method that's being used to gather personal data, and it's being used via AI. And it can be good in some countries, in some areas, but it can also be dangerous if it's used by the wrong people. And that's because on the internet we are very vulnerable with our personal data, because we're mostly trying to keep up and adapt to our today's society, where we have to share our personal data, our camera and microphone and gallery to different apps, Instagram and social media to keep up. Web scraping. Facial and voice recognition. The AI can capture and extract your facial structure and see and scan your whole face to create a fake ID or passport, or also, if it's really advanced, you can create a SIM card. And AI can also capture your voice, it can capture the different tones of your voice, and it can capture for example, the specific words you started with, or how you speak, if you speak loud or quiet.
How can AI access our data? So there's of course web scraping. As mentioned before, it can also gather data through cookies on the internet, and it can get data from your hardware. So cookies. Yeah. So what exactly are cookies? Cookies are part of an algorithm or a internet system that gathers data from websites based on what you do on them, and then it gives it to whoever owns the cookies. The people who own them then sell that data to companies that have AI. That's how the AI gets that data. Also, there's hardware. AI can also get data from hardware like microphones or cameras in kind of a similar way that it gets it from cookies. A good example of that can be personal assistants like Google Home or Amazon Alexa, which they can listen to what you say and then gather your data. It can also get data from maybe even your phone's camera or microphone.
Okay, so AI mainly uses automated gathering methods, such as web scraping, as Clement described, to gather almost all your data online. And the data AI and algorithms gathers ranges from personal data, from your behavior online, for example what post you've put up on Instagram or Facebook and so on, or on what post you've seen yourself, or your search history, and so much more.
Facial voice recognition. Yeah. As I said before, AI can capture and extract your facial structure, where it can see your whole face, how it moves. If it's symmetrical, or if you're big ears or small ears. You can use it to a lot of bad stuff. The person behind that specific AI can use it to create a lot of stuff for his purpose. And the voice recognition, the AI can also capture your voice. The voice, you can capture if you have a deep tone in your voice or a smaller tone in your voice.
Yeah, and another big way that AI can gather your information is literally just by talking to you. There are these things that you probably have heard of called chatbots, and they are everywhere. ChatGPT is probably the most popular chatbot, but they're all across social media as well. They're on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, you name it. And they can figure out information about you literally just by talking to you. They can find out your behaviors, your hobbies, your interests, everything just from your replies. But that's not even the scariest part. The scariest part is that if you have an account on the chatbot that you're using, it can look at your account whilst it's talking to you. So it can find out any personal information you have on your account whilst it's having a conversation with you. Another scary thing is that sometimes people end up having to talk to someone and they think they're talking to an actual human being, but in reality they're just talking to a robot. And sometimes it's hard to tell the difference between the two. So we actually came up with a little game for you guys, which is going to require your phones if you have them. And it's a website called Human or Not. If you search up Human or Not on your search engine, there should be a little website called Human or Not. I think it's the second one that comes up, but it depends on the search engine.
It's the one page
AI. Yeah. So you just search up in the browser humanor.not.ai.
Yeah. It should look like. And you know you've got the right website if you click on it and it's a black screen.
Yeah, then you just press start game.
Yeah,
just right.
Yeah, now just click start game.
It takes you into a conversation with an AI or a human being. And you have to guess whether it's an AI or an
You'll either be with an actual person who's going to be talking to you or an AI. And you're given 2 minutes to say whatever you want to them, and they'll reply, and you get the choice of human or AI at the end of the 2 minutes. Has everyone got into the game?
I'm not sure. It says just that. It's the second one. Sorry. Thank you.
Feel free to continue the game whilst doing the presentation. I think this is just continue.
So, okay, anyway, AI privacy laws. So AI is still fairly new, so there aren't like a lot of laws concerning AI privacy and similar things yet. But right now, the most important jurisdiction with AI laws is the EU, because in the EU there has been made a thing called the AI Act, which is a set of laws that looks at AI like in different risk categories, and then it makes laws based on how risky they think that AI is. And it's made so it bans like some very malicious AI, but it's made so it's still like very loose, so there's room for innovation, because we also want to maybe improve AI technology. So how does AI use your data when it gets your personal data? Your data is used for training AI mostly. So it's training AI to be better at doing personalized advertisements. So it's like it gives you advertisements that make sense for you to look at and you want, and also it's made so it can personalize social media feeds and keep you on platforms like TikTok, Instagram or whatever for longer.
We also have an interview with a professor.
Okay. Hi Jack. Please can you tell us why gathering data using AI is such a big thing?
Well, gathering personal data using AI is such a significant thing, because it allows businesses to highly personalize their experiences and services.
Yeah, alright. Is it possible for AI to gather your data by using cookies, or how does AI gather your data?
AI can gather data using cookies, but of course it's not limited to just that method. It can do what we call web scraping, which is just analyzing publicly available data from websites such as Facebook, Instagram.
Okay. And is everyone able to use AI, and if so, can it be dangerous?
I guess in theory, everyone with an internet connection can use AI. We have such big advancements in cloud computing, open source platforms, and AI as a service offerings that anyone nowadays can really use AI free of charge.
And just a final question: how can you stop AI from gathering your personal data?
It's challenging to completely stop AI from gathering your personal data. Certainly, if you have an online presence, it can get most of your data.
Question: how can you stop AI from?
That was our interview with a professor who has profession within AI and privacy and personal information. We asked some questions.
He actually used to go to SCADS for a year, and now he's an expert in AI.
Okay, so as you just heard in the video, AI is important right now, and it can be used in both the good way and a bad way too. Like for example, if you use it for improvements or like making your company more efficient by using like AI instead of humans, you can make it more efficient on some like topics. But it can also be used in a bad way. For example, if the wrong people ends up like using all the information AI gathers to like harm us people, because we are so vulnerable online, it can end up destroying lives. Okay, so as you just heard, like AI mainly gets its information by using cookies, and that's also what a television show, The Spies Behind the Screen, Danish one, is researching about. They're like researching about like how AI uses cookies, like pop-up cookies on like children's games, asking about like their location and if it can like track their travels in between apps and websites and all that stuff. So it's like basically gathering all the information we have online. But is it too much, and should we stop AI? We think it's up to you, you guys, because like it's up to you, because you can't like completely stop it or block it, but you can like try to like cut it down and block it almost completely. For example, by like cutting down social medias and stuff like that, because it takes like, it needs you to like sacrifice it. You need to sacrifice, for example, social medias, Instagram, Facebook, stuff like that, because otherwise it would like keep on gathering all the information. Yeah. Because you cannot hide.
Yep, that was up to now. Just a quick show of hands. How many of you guys managed to finish the game? Yep. And out of those people, how many of you got it right? Right. That's very good. Yeah, well done guys. You guys should hopefully be safe against bots and AIs. But yeah, it's tricky.
We also have to show like how easy it is actually to gather information about people online.
Yes.
We have a bunch of like notes hanging around.
Yes, you can take a look.
They might have personal data on you.
Yeah. They might have some data on you.
You can find the right one. Also on like the line here.
Yeah, so you can go around and take a look.
You're not on Facebook, so you
No worries.
We'll put it up. It's fine.
You have to follow.
Thank you.
Ja, det skide godt.
Yes, come in, take a seat. Yes, so this is me and Ivan's presentation for you about propaganda, deepfakes, and AI, and to teach you, to be critical when using the internet and how to tell the difference between AI.
Nope.
Hello everyone, my name is Donald J. Trump, and I'm the best president America has ever seen. Who's this?
No, I'm Donald Trump, and I'm gonna be the next best president of the United States of America.
No, you're not. You're just a fake trying to impersonate.
No. The future is mine, old man.
Yes. So as you can tell, it's very obvious, but it's very hard to tell the difference between real people and AI. So today we're going to teach you how to spot the difference between a sender and a virus.
Okay, so we've made a video that's about 7 minutes long, and later on we'll test you to see if you can spot the deepfake. Or yes, and we have about 10 clips.
Yes.
Hello, my name is Peter Slot, and I'm the SIP teacher. Another thing about me is that I'm an AI and deepfake expert. If you don't know what deepfake is, it's an AI-generated video or picture trying to recreate a real person. It is easy to see that I'm not a real person, and in the future, with better technology, it will be almost impossible to spot the difference between real and fake. Now you will find out why that could be a big problem.
We're entering an era in which our enemies can make it look like anyone is saying anything at any point in time, even if they would never say those things. So, for instance, they could have me say things like, I don't know, Killmonger was right, or Ben Carson is in the sunken place, or, how about this, simply, President Trump is a total and complete dipshit. Now, you see, I would never say these things, at least not in a public address, but someone else would. Someone like Jordan Peele.
Yes, so as you can tell, AI is very good at making big copies of people. So we're going to play a little game where you're going to show the green side of the card if you think a clip is real, and you're going to show the red side if you think it's fake. Yes.
Like you go person, woman, man, camera, TV. So they say, could you repeat that? So I said, yeah. So it's person, woman, man, camera, TV. Okay, that's very good.
Yeah. So what do you think? Is it real or is it fake? And the green side is real and the red side is fake. Okay. So you're correct. Split. Yes, they're evenly split. Right. Okay. So wait, what do we do then? Cameron, do you think it's real or do you think it's fake?
I think it's real.
Okay. So most of you think it's real. Okay, I'll tell you. It's real.
And we're keeping track of the scores over here, and you can also see the other groups. How many did that right? Yep.
Velkommen til pressemødet. Det, jeg vil sige her i aften, vil få store konsekvenser for alle danskere. Efter vores succesfulde afskaffelse af store bededag, har regeringen nemlig besluttet at tage det næste skridt. Vi afskaffer pinsen, vi afskaffer påsken, og vi afskaffer julen. Den virkelighed, vi som regering oplever derude, er, at danskerne er alt for dovne. I arbejder for lidt. I tror, det er acceptabelt at tage hjem fra samlebåndet kl. 16. Men den går altså ikke. Der skal arbejdes for staten. Fra næste år vil Danmark derfor være fri for helligdage.
Yes, so what do you think?
I want to show you. So all of you think it's fake.
But it's real. Yeah. So you can tell by the last bit of the clip that we'll show right here, what she says.
Vi har dog besluttet at gøre en enkelt undtagelse. Regeringen stiller nemlig forslag om at komme vores muslimske brødre i møde og indføre Eid al-Fitr som årets eneste nationale fridag.
Obviously, Mette wouldn't say that. So, I'll try doing something outrageous again, as always. So let's show you the thing. It's hard.
I'll show you real.
Real or fake?
Yeah.
Again, four of you. Right.
I think it's real.
Real. Okay, so 5.
Boom.
Well, we got a lot to do. You gotta say hi to me. We go back a long way. She was 12, I was 30, but anyway. This woman helped me get an awful lot done. Anyway.
Yeah. So Joe Biden's saying some outrageous stuff here. What do you guys think? Is it real fake? Most of you think.
Good. I think it's real.
You're really carrying the team.
Oh,
It's hard to see.
Well, a video appeared on social media just a few days ago and it began circulating, garnering views. It appeared to show the US president making an extraordinary claim. Even the tweet said it was a shock announcement that AIDS was eradicated. Now let's just play a clip of that video.
Today is a historic day. I have tremendous news. Today, we eradicated AIDS. Thank God. Thank you, Donald Trump. It's done. All done, folks. I took care of it.
So, Donald Trump, again, saying some crazy stuff, so we want to hear your opinion once more.
Yeah. Why do you think it's, most of you think it's fake? Do you think it's real? Think it's real? Why do you think it's real? It's just fake.
Make a long choice all the time, so.
Start changing your mind. Yeah, sorry, it was fake.
No.
Unfortunately, so we should have changed it.
They have this notion that somehow if you're poor, you cannot do it. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids. Wealthy kids, black kids, Asian kids. Not really neat.
Real or fake? Real or fake by Joe Biden here. Messing up a little bit, maybe.
You think most of you think it's real? Some of you think it's fake? Yes. Anyone care to explain why they think or their opinion? No, it's fine.
Or is it just it can be in Danish? It's fine.
I didn't see any clear artifacts in the video that showed it to be fake. Yeah. He's known for sometimes saying some rather strange stuff when he...
I thought it was a bit too strange.
Yeah.
It's going to be fake.
Yeah. So this is actually real quick, but we did do a little thing to trick you. It's by we changed the soundbite to be a little bit in front of the actual clip, so it made it look like it's fake. That was
Yeah, you did take it, but there wasn't anything in the video itself, so yeah.
But, you got it.
China has total respect for Donald Trump and for Donald Trump's very, very large brain.
Real or fake?
I know big words.
Mostly real. Yes. So let's see if Donald Trump actually has that big of an ego. Of course. Yes, that's not even a question.
America, you blame me for interfering with your democracy, but I don't have to. You are doing it to yourselves. Polling stations are closing, you don't know who to trust, you are divided. There are strings we can pull, but we don't have to. You are pulling them for us.
Yes. So Vladimir Putin.
I got a dark clip.
Yes. So yeah, most think it's fake. 2 reals. Some think it's real. 2 reals. So mostly fakes. Yeah. Can you explain why you think it's real? It's a guess or yeah.
His eyes look dead.
Yes.
But that could just be Putin.
Yeah, you never know, right? So,
Let's see.
let's see. It is of course fake. I mean, if it was real, you would have heard about it. It's Vladimir Putin.
We've actually got all of them correct so far, so well done.
We're going to seize their yachts, their luxury homes, and other ill-begotten gains of Putin's kleptocracy. Kleptocracy. The guys who are the kleptocracy.
Yes, interesting clip. See what you see.
Okay.
Real? 2 fakes? Yes? Yeah.
Real.
Yeah, it's real.
It's real.
Yeah. He's a confused president.
So right now we don't just have political clips, we also have like a little movie clip here at the end. You can actually use it for not just political clips, you can actually use it for fun stuff, like movies.
It's a bit hard to see.
So is this Jedi real or is it fake? So it's Luke Skywalker from The Mandalorian here. You think it's fake, most of you? You think it's real? Yeah.
Yes.
Hopefully, yeah.
Well, I am.
This clip is fake. Yeah, it's fake. So
The voice is real.
yeah, the voice. I mean, is it? It's the voice.
Yeah, they had Mark Hamill and said 2 voices. So, yeah.
Well, you know your stuff.
I watched it.
Yeah. Congratulations, you got a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Perfect score.
Well done.
So now we'll tell you how to spot difference. So our first example will be using the video of Peter, where you can see here on his hair that it's not frizzled. It doesn't move at all.
That should be more hair.
That should. And you can see he has less wrinkles than in real life as well. So you can't really see that he's as old as he is. So yeah, he's very young, Marius. Oh yes. And on Donald Trump here, wait, on Donald Trump here, you can see that his chin is abnormally stretched compared to a real person, and his mouth is, moving unnaturally, and also, of course, what he's saying about AIDS is outrageous.
On the list, then we have Sverre. And as we can see on the picture, it's like he looks 20 years younger than he actually is. And that's because AI and deepfakes are not at the stage yet where you can fully copy each individual characteristics. Like for example, wrinkles or acne or what makes us different. Yep.
So her skin looks way too smooth.
Yeah. And also, with the point that AI is going to come to at some point, you won't actually be able to tell the difference between a real clip and a fake clip. So you also just have to think, if you think it doesn't make sense that Slidermette is saying that we're not going to have any holidays. No, of course it doesn't. Or that Donald Trump saying that AIDS is over. It's not. Yeah. So just be critical.
Use common sense.
Yeah. And don't trust everything on the internet. That's all we have to do.
That's it.
Then again, Donald Trump once said you could drink bleach to combat corona.
True.
And he actually said
In
that.
this case, it might be
it's really hard to know when he said a
just
real
don't
or
trust
fake.
Donald Trump. Thank you guys.
Oh.
Now you have to go to SIP. You have to go to the SIP classroom for the next presentation.
Omnipresent, really, in everything that we do. When we visit a hospital, it could well be monitored by AI algorithms, traffic algorithms run by AI that are assisting us in our route choices. When we are on the internet, almost everything we see is determined in part by AI algorithms, for good or ill.
You want to think of AI as a big group of algorithms. There's a subset of these algorithms that are called machine learning models. An algorithm is just a set of steps that a computer needs to follow. A learning algorithm is an algorithm that allows us to develop a machine learning model. Their goal is still to mimic human reasoning on some level. Kind of present the algorithm with data. The algorithm then learns patterns that resemble how a human being made a specific.
Welcome to 2070, guys. We are so happy to have you guys here and look forward to presenting to you foreign people what AI looks like in today's society. So you guys come from a great society where all of you are able to occupy jobs in factories, healthcare, and school systems. But that's sadly not what our society looks like today. After AI came to the society, it has rapidly spread throughout everything. When I finally finished school and education, I was ready to get a real job, but this didn't happen. I couldn't get a simple job. It was easy to start with.
But Frida, AI technologies are designed to automate and tasks that were once performed by humans, often with greater efficiency and accuracy. And it's important to recognize that AI also creates new opportunities and new workplaces for everyone who maybe do not want to work at a McDonald's factory.
And if that wasn't enough, the amount of data that is required to train and operate AI could easily be misunderstood and lead to privacy violation and exposing of our privacy, of your guys' privacy.
Frida, relax, you're scaring me. It might seem that it's invading our privacy and stuff. The amount of data required to train and operate an AI system can be substantial, but there are really strict laws and regulations against that. So our privacy is still pretty private, even though we have AI. So do you actually think it's that bad?
Okay, but now we've heard enough about Emilius preaching. So let's move on to the important people in the room, the time travelers right in front of us right now.
You guys?
Yeah, you guys.
Okay, so let's just go back to 2024 right now and talk about one of the biggest crises in 2024, climate change. Climate change is happening, and it's happening really fast, and it's happening all around the world. But if we use AI correctly, it can actually help us so much more. AI is able to handle so much more data than a human being is. It's able to have 10 pages of mathematics, sequence, and questions and problem statements throughout the entire world. But it can process that way quicker than a human being can. It can process it in less than seconds, and a human won't be able to do that. It can AI model climate change scenarios and optimize energy usage and storage for renewable energy, such as water and wind.
So now I want to talk to you guys about how AI can help in our business and industry. In our business, you can use AI chatbots and virtual assistants to answer the customer's questions 24/7. So if the business have a website where people can go in and ask the questions, they would be more satisfied if they could get an immediate answer. And with an AI chatbot, they can get that, because they operate way quicker than us humans, and they don't have to sleep and have human needs like we do. We also believe that the AI can help analyzing the data for the businesses, and they can help with the planning of inventory, because they can handle way more data than us humans can.
So healthcare is a big factor in every society, in everywhere in the world, and it's also a huge question. Are we able to rely on robots completely, or do we need humans? Or are we able to rely on humans completely, and do we not need robots? Robots are being really used in healthcare right now. It's being used to personalize medicine for every different illness in the world. It's helping to detect drugs and other stuff in human beings. And it's also helping in surgery. For example, one of the most high-risk surgeries being neurosurgery. It can do it way better than a professional who's been in the field for many years, because it has this steady hand that a human don't have, especially in stressful scenarios and stuff. It also doesn't have the ethical things that doctors do have. It only acts on what's right, with medicines.
So we immediately want to figure out what other people thought AI was going to look like in the future. Therefore, we went on this platform called Reddit, which is a platform where people write a lot of different opinions, and there's a lot of conspiracy theories on there. Therefore, we found this guy who had a conspiracy theory about AI in the future. And he was overall very paranoid about the future. He actually told us that he thought AI was going to overtake the world. He thought AI was going to take all of our jobs and hack all of our systems. And he said that if we keep developing this AI, eventually they were going to get way smarter than us. So overall, this guy was just very scared for the humanity.
So, have any of you ever heard of a thing called ChatGPT? Yes? Yes? Have you heard it in the same sentence as cheating? Yes? That's what a lot of people think of when they think of the educational system, and that's also probably what you've heard about AI the most. Because AI is really high up in the media right now, and ChatGPT mostly is really high up in the media right now. And it's really used as a cheating tool, which it maybe shouldn't be. Because AI can really help the educational system. It can create like personalized learning sessions, and it can like tailor learning styles and paces and enhance like every different outcome. I learned differently. I learned the best by reading and putting it onto paper. And other people can learn better by watching a documentary about the same thing, and then they learn it as quick as I do by reading it. That's what AI can detect. They can detect how you learn the best and how you learn the fastest and get the best outcomes, creating a personalized and great lesson for every different student. It can also like create tutoring systems and provide additional support for students who might need it outside of school, but also while being in school. And then it can also create automated grading. A lot of people would want to blame their teacher for a bad grade because they think the teacher is biased. But with the automated grading by AI, you will be 100% sure that it's not biased, and that's what you deserve, like the grade you deserve. So now I've mentioned ChatGPT. We want to talk to you guys a little bit about it.
Yeah, have any of you guys ever used ChatGPT before? Yeah, okay. But now we want to like show you guys how like to use ChatGPT and what we can use it for, and how some people use it for cheating, and how we like believe we can use it for teaching instead of this. So do you guys have any questions or any statements you think we should ask ChatGPT?
And it can be anything. It can be in any language. If you speak another language you would like to ask it on, or if you would like to have the answer in another language, you can ask in English and have the answer in Chinese, if that's what you want. And it can be anything. Like, there was one person who asked us to write a wedding speech in Spanish. So anything. And if you don't, we'll just do it. For example, we talked about the did you have one? No? Okay. We talked about the writing essays in school. If I had to write an essay on China, now you guys have to see how quick it will write the essay about China.
Like if we have to do that ourselves and have to research and write all that down, it will take millions of hours. But this took approximately 5 seconds. Okay.
We'll just do it again.
Bro. And I think that's why so many people like compares like ChatGPT as cheating, because she can get it to write an essay for you. But we like believe that if it's used correctly, you can use it, for example, to like correct a text. Let's say I'm dyslexic and I have like written a text and I think there's a lot of spelling mistakes in there. I can put it into ChatGPT and get it to like correct all the spelling mistakes for me.
So here you see how quick I just earned an A in my essay. This is, and then we can also ask it to write it longer, shorter, more in depth about the capital or anything. Like it'll write it, and yes.
I just have a question. Will it show the sources?
We can't, no, but we can ask it to find sources for China.
Because if you should use it to write text, you would need
sources.
Okay.
Yeah, but
We can try and ask ChatGPT if it can find sources for the text. It's just and then it comes up with movies and stuff like that.
So this is, I mean, this is why it's known as a cheating tool. Like, 'cause it's this easy to write. Yes?
So what if your teacher asks the ChatGPT the same question in order to write the same essay? And you write it exactly the same.
It'll not write the exact same.
No,
but yes,
yeah.
The outcome will like.
That's
Yeah.
also why. That's also why it's so easy for teachers to.
And then you said that if you have discerning, what you say about
Like warping dialectics.
yeah. You're not learning the new words by getting it to edit it.
No.
No.
You like won't learn it, but we believe that if
So AI is getting more wiser, and you are getting less.
Yeah. Yes, but that's if you use it this way. That's if you use it as like you want to cheat.
Yeah.
But you can also just
Yeah,
ask
but
ChatGPT.
that's the easy way.
Exactly. It's
Young people want the easy way.
Yes, they do. Some people do.
Yeah.
Yes, but that's also the way you see it. You can also ask ChatGPT to write about China, and then you'll just have an easier answer in less than you would if you had to research for an hour on Google.
that's also like why so many people like use it. It's mostly so it like goes quicker with the research, as you just said. The youth wants to do it as quick as possible, so it's easy for them. And that's why like ChatGPT definitely can be a big
But
problem in this.
you're completely right. It's a tool that's created for people who want the easy way out, and that's in our case, people our age and students our age who goes to exams and stuff. Yes.
I use AI all day.
Yes.
And I use it to cheat all day long.
Yeah, but
I'm a software developer, and I ask it to check code, to write tests for code, to improve algorithms, to do all that stuff, and I do it all day long, and it has made me a lot more productive.
But 2 generations from now, we as human beings will be a lot stupider, and we will be dictated by AI.
I don't think so. It's still really stupid.
It
can do some stuff, but there's no creativity.
One generation
I'm not scared
the people.
You can say it in Danish.
Ja, altså udkonkurrere menneskerne. Det tog kun en generation.
Det tror jeg ikke på. Det er ikke den fornemmelse, jeg har.
De er allerede kørt lastbiler med nu i USA, eller hvad?
At vi bruger det også, eller vi er ved at indføre det, jeg arbejder som røntgenlæge. Vi er ved at indføre det til mange ting, hvor det hjælper med at finde patologi, eller at finde ting, der er galt, ikke også? Men det kan kun levere det, man putter ind i det. Så hvis det lavede sådan en operation, eller sådan noget, hvis det støder på noget uventet, så kan det ikke, som Jens siger, tænke kreativt. Altså, så det er stadigvæk meget...
And that's also why you don't use it at this time, but if you did continue developing on it for 50 more years, I would think that it will be able to do some surgeries.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I also think like if we learn to use it rightly, I think we can use it to learn stuff instead of like cheating. But I think
Men det tager ud fra, hvad mennesker har puttet ind i det.
Jo, det gør det. Altså,
Okay,
det tager
hvis mennesker kommer til at træde tilbage i stolen, og der ikke bliver puttet så meget ind i det,
så lærer den ikke noget nyt.
Ja.
Nej, men så begynder den selv at udvikle sig. Det er den skabt til.
Ja, det gør
Den er skabt til at
måske
selv udvikle sig.
det gør de systemer, vi har, de er låst, ikke? Så de kan kun levere det, der
Ja,
bliver puttet
ja.
ind i det, men de kan
Det er
selv ikke
som
blive
vi-
klogere, altså.
Det er som den almindelige har adgang til nu.
Ja.
Men det er jo, der er noget, der er meget, meget mere udviklet.
Ja, det er rigtigt.
Yeah, altså det er jo også, that's also like it's such a big
Det er
discussion.
legetøj for unge mennesker nu. Det er sådan, jeg fremmer. Fuldt har potentiale, men
It can be both, like, I think that's why there are like so many different opinions. In some ways it can be like good, but in a lot of ways it can be bad as well.
I don't think
Depending
it's
how we use it.
I don't think it's ruining our like the way we learn. I think
It's changing it.
Yes, it's just changing it, and we need to be able to be open towards everything. It's like we can't have. I mean, this knows so much more than our teachers do, so we need to be open about learning different ways, because we can be able to learn from this. It's not only like destruction.
I think we have to end it for now. We have the students coming in.
Thank you guys so much. Yes, you already the time left.
Last one.
Yes.
The last. Skip that part.
I'm gonna cut.
Hi everyone. Welcome to today's class, and our subject for today is AI in school. So teachers and students, they use AI in many different forms when it comes to school. Teachers, they use it if they want to talk about a specific subject and they need more information. And students use it for if they have some homework and they also need more information, or they like have something more, they need more stuff to write about. But in some cases, it's used in a bad way. When students, when they have exams, they use AI to write a whole essay for them, for example. So today we're going to show you guys and talk a little bit about how AI is affecting the education system.
Yes. So the first thing we have for you guys is we have a test. So you have two paragraphs here. One is AI and one is human. So you have to guess, you have to read them and then guess which one is AI. And when you're ready, you can just raise your hand and guess.
Der er noget af teksten på den der, vi kan se.
Oh, there you go. Does anybody want to guess which one is AI?
I'm thinking maybe it's this one.
Hmm? You think this one? Okay. That one? Yeah. Well, this one is actually the right one. This is written by AI, and this one is human.
Yeah, and this is to show you guys how difficult it is to like spot the difference between AI and when it's human made. And now we're gonna show you guys a video where we interviewed two teachers from the school and a teacher from Viborg School. And the purpose of this video is that we hope you guys gain a little bit more knowledge about how AI is used in schools and in many different forms. Where we asked the teachers about their opinions on AI.
Vi gerne interviewe dig. Det første spørgsmål, det lyder, tror du, at AI er kommet for at blive?
Ja, det er det. Og det har været, man kan ikke sige, det har været langt til undervejs. Det er en logisk rækkefølge på alt det, der er sket indtil nu. Så det vil jeg sige, ja, det er kommet for at blive, og det bliver også mere vildt, end vi kan forestille os.
Næste spørgsmål er, hvad er din mening omkring AI?
Jamen, jeg synes jo, det er et rigtig godt værktøj, som da man i gamle dage indførte lommeregnerne, og det kan I jo slet ikke forestille sig, at man ikke må have en lommeregner i dag. så var det lidt den samme diskussion, man havde, at man var nervøs for nogle konsekvenser ved, at man skulle til at gå lommeregner. Ja, men tingene udvikler sig så i en anden retning, så hvor tingene kan nå noget mere, vi kan gøre det være hurtigt til nogle ting. Jeg tænker, det er et godt stykke værktøj.
Det næste spørgsmål er, hvilke effekter har AI på eleverne?
Jeg tror ikke, at eleverne her bruger det så meget igen, som man egentlig kunne forestille sig. Der er nogen, der gør det selvfølgelig, men jamen, jeg tror, det handler egentlig en god opdragelse fra lærerens side om, at hvordan man bruger det. Det er ikke, fordi jeg har ikke noget mod, at man bruger det, men bare man bruger det fornuftigt. Hvis man vil lære noget som elev, så skal man jo bruge AI fornuftigt, kan man sige. Hvis man får AI til at lave tingene for sig, som man ikke selv gider lave, så bliver man jo ikke dygtigere eller klogere. Så er det jo AI, der overtager dit liv, ikke?
Det sidste spørgsmål, det lyder så, hvordan spotter I AI i tekster og opgaver som skolearbejde?
Jamen, jeg tror, at det er jo så nyt stadig igen. Man har faktisk noget værktøj, der kan scanne om det her, der er lavet på mig, der er kørt igennem AI. Det er en måde. En anden måde er selvfølgelig at lave nogle almindelige prøver, hvor man sidder med en blyant og et stykke papir, og så kan man jo have et samlingsgrundlag på den måde. Så det bliver sværere, men det er også spørgsmålet, at man skal ændre reglerne for, hvordan man skal tjekke og sådan noget. Det er jo en anden ting, det er et andet område.
Så det første spørgsmål, det lyder, tror du, at AI er kommet for at blive?
Ja.
Hvad er din mening omkring AI?
Jeg synes, det er godt til mange ting, og så er der nogle ting, det ikke er så godt til. Jeg kan godt lide det til en research-fase, hvor at elever skal brainstorme, eller ja, hvis man nu for eksempel mangler nogle tekster eller noget information om et bestemt emne eller et eller andet, så er det en nem måde at finde ud af, hvor man skal lede hen af og få sådan en basic viden. Og så synes jeg, det er nederen, når den bliver brugt på sådan en måde, hvor at man ikke lærer noget af det. Altså eksempelvis, man skal have oversat en tekst fra dansk til engelsk, og så gør den det bare for en.
Næste spørgsmål er, hvilke effekter har AI på eleverne?
Altså jeg har faktisk lagt mærke til, at her i vejledningen i både dansk og engelsk, nu her de skal aflevere synopse og outline her på fredag, at de har været gode til at bruge det i forhold til at finde ud af, hvor de skal søge bestemte tekster, eller finde bestemte årstal og sådan noget. Så jeg har fornemmelsen af, at de har brugt den godt, fordi at de jo har fået en nem hjælp, altså den hjælper jo med at søge hele ned igennem på ingen tid. Så jeg synes, det har påvirket den godt i den her fase her. Og så synes jeg, det har været, så synes jeg, at man har set, at det har påvirket den negativt her i den skriftlige eksamen, hvor man lige pludselig lavede den engelske skriftlige prøve om, fordi at man ikke ville have, at de skulle bruge AI. Så lavede man den om, så de ikke kunne kopiere ting frem og tilbage. Og så man jo lige pludselig, hvor hæmmet de blev, fordi de faktisk ikke måtte bruge nogle hjælpemidler.
Det sidste spørgsmål, det lyder, hvordan spotter I AI i tekster, opgaver, skolearbejde og sådan noget?
Altså de gange jeg har spottet det, det har været, hvis nu jeg har læst en tekst, hvor jeg kan se, at altså, det faktisk er for godt skrevet til, at det kan være eleven selv, der har skrevet det. Altså det kan være sådan bestemte ord, som AI tit bruger. De bruger sådan nogle meget, meget fine ord, som ikke nødvendigvis bruges som daglig tale. Og så har jeg på et tidspunkt fundet sådan et analyseprogram, så tit og ofte så sætter jeg alle elevernes tekster ind i de der analyseprogrammer, og så skriver den, hvor mange procent er human-made, og hvor mange procent er AI-generated.
Så det første spørgsmål, det er, tror du, at AI er kommet for at blive?
Ja, helt bestemt. Jeg tænker, at AI er arbejdsredskab, ligesom vi har mange andre arbejdsredskaber. Og jeg tror, at det handler om, at vi skal lære at finde ud af, hvad vi kan bruge det til, og lære at finde ud af, hvad vi ikke kan bruge det til. Altså hvilke styrker og begrænsninger det har.
Andet spørgsmål, så hvad er din mening omkring AI?
Jamen jeg tror igen, at det har nogle ting, der kan være med til at hjælpe os mennesker. For eksempel kan lave nogle ting, der kan gøre det bedre, end vi kan. Der er eksempler på sygehus, hvor man kan have AI til at læse nogle scanningsbilleder osv. og faktisk gøre det bedre og med færre fejl, end det menneskelige blotte øje kan. Så jeg tror virkelig på, at det kan være en støtte. Jeg bruger det også selv i løbende hver uge, flere gange om ugen, til at hjælpe mig i mit arbejde. Men jeg har det også sådan, tror jeg, som mange andre, at det er også lidt skræmmende, at vi lige pludselig har nogen, der ved alt, og så alligevel ikke ved noget som helst. Så det er også sådan en bekymring om, at hvad kan det ende med, og hvad kan det udvikle sig til. Så derfor tror jeg også på, og håber på, at vi som land og som EU og verden kan blive dygtigere til at tøjle AI og give det nogle begrænsninger også.
Det næste spørgsmål, det er så, hvilke effekter har AI på eleverne på skolen?
Jamen, jeg tror, at det vi prøver at arbejde rigtig meget med på skolen, det er at lære, og det skal vi blive endnu dygtigere til også, og det er vi også planer om, at vi skal lære at kan bruge det som et læringsredskab, sådan at det faktisk er noget, der kan gøre vores elever endnu dygtigere. At man for eksempel kan bruge det som sådan en ekstra hjælper derhjemme, når man sidder om aftenen og laver en aflevering. At det netop kan være sådan, at selvom ens mor og far ikke kan hjælpe en med matematik eller samfundsfag eller engelsk, har man hjælper lige ved hånden, som faktisk kan gøre, at man faktisk både får lavet et bedre produkt, så man ikke går i stå. Men det er klart, at det er ambitionen, og det er drømmen. Men vi ved selvfølgelig også godt, at det også kan bruges helt vildt nemt til at kan snyde med en aflevering, eller snyde med noget. Og så er der en anden ting, jeg også tænker er vigtigt, det er faktisk, at man som medarbejder, som lærer på skolen, faktisk kan bruge det også selv, kan bruge det til at udvikle sin egen undervisning med. Det synes jeg er rigtig, rigtig spændende, og kunne jeg godt forestille mig, at man kunne få rigtig meget ud af at kunne udvikle sin undervisning ved at bruge af AI.
Det sidste spørgsmål, det er så, hvordan spotter I AI i skolearbejde?
Jamen, det er jo det, der nogle gange godt kan være menneskeligt, fordi at det er lidt med, altså, at det er klart, hvis det bliver brugt i en snydekontekst. Altså, jeg tror, at vores lærere, de lærer det jo også lige så stille. Altså, de kan også godt læse, når noget er skrevet af en på 18 år, eller det er skrevet af AI. Men det er klart, at man kan jo godt snyde, hvis man vil. Det, man kan med AI, det er, at det bare bliver endnu nemmere at snyde. Men det skal siges, at i al den tid, man har haft skole, så har man altid kunne finde måder at snyde på, men AI gør det bare endnu nemmere, og måske også lidt sværere at blive fanget i det.
Yes. So that was the video. I hope you guys gained some more knowledge from it. And now I just quickly want to tell you guys about the different ways students use AI in school. So mostly students just use it the easy way, which is, having an assignment and then they just write, solve the task or solve the assignment, and then they just hope for the best outcome without asking too many questions. So what they do is, or what they usually get is an assignment that has words and phrases that is just way above their level. So teachers find it more easy to figure out if it's used by AI or not. And then secondly, some students may use it more efficiently and more smart. So when they get AI to write an assignment for them, they will rephrase it. They will pick out some words and replace it with their own words, so it sounds like something they would have written themselves. And then lastly, some people just use it simply for inspiration. So they go to AI to, see how to write stuff and how to phrase certain things. And they simply just do it to increase their own writing skills and to find ideas on how to write an assignment.
Yeah. So like Jenna said, we hope you guys learn a little bit from the video. So now we're gonna test you guys again. So you have to read the 2 paragraphs and then guess which one is AI. Yes? Well, they're actually both AI. We want to trick you guys to see if you can spot the difference. Because like Kurt and Christina mentioned in the video, it is really hard to tell the difference between AI and human. But one of the things Christina used is GPT-0, which is this app where you can spot the AI. So we took one of the paragraphs you guys just read, and then you can check it. Okay. Yeah, but they use this app to check it, and if it would work, it would say it's 72% AI and 27% human. Even though it's 100% made by ChatGPT AI, it still says that it's some human. So therefore, it's also really difficult for the teachers to notice if it's really AI or it's a human made, because the app isn't correct all the time. But Kurt also says that if it happens that they can't notice any difference between the AI and the human one, they just take a piece of paper and a pen and then compare the two to see the difference. Yeah.
Yes. So thank you guys for being here for today's class, and we hope you maybe learned a bit more stuff about AI and how it's used in schools.
And you probably can ask this many times, but there are cookies by the door if you would like. And thank you guys so much for listening.
And I think you go to Audi now.
Yes, now you go to Audi.
Yes.
Thank you.
Flere cookies.